Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the Edexcel practice paper G, which is going to be the applied content from Year 1 A-level maths. I'm going to focus on the statistics questions and we'll go through what we need to be doing here. You should really be using this video as a walking, talking mock, meaning that you are completing the questions along with me. Potentially you're completing the questions before I even get a chance to talk them through, and I'll fill in the gaps as necessary. So let's get started. Question 1. Before redecorating the school canteen, the head teacher decided to survey the opinion of staff and students. Explain why the head teacher decided to take a stratified sample of staff and students. Well, a stratified sample allows for your sample to be representative of the population. There will be a lot more students than there will be staff. So in the sample, there should once again be a lot more students than there are staff. Okay, part B, suggest a suitable sampling frame. Well, a sampling frame, that would be a list from which you can pick your sample. And being this is a school, the sampling frame we would have is a register of all students at the school, but also the teachers are involved, so a register or a list of names of all of the staff and students at the school. Okay, and part C, identify the sampling units. Well, the sampling units are the individuals that are in the sample, so we're talking about an individual member of staff or student. Okay, moving on to part D. There are 250 students and 30 staff at the school. Explain how the head teacher can take a stratified sample of size 60. So the population size is 280, and what proportion of that population are students? Well, that's going to be 250 over 280. And to know how many students I need to multiply that by the sample size of 60. Which is 53.57 to 2 decimal places. This will need to be rounded. We'll do that in a second. And for staff, we'll get 6.43 to 2 decimal places. So we've jumped straight into the calculation just to know how many 54 students and 6 staff, and that's going to be my sample of 60. We're asked to explain how the head teacher is going to take the stratified sample, so let's just go through the steps. So first we want to find the proportion of students and staff that need to be included in the sample. Now that we know those proportions, we should go ahead and take a simple random sample of the students to select 54 of them. So number the students from 1 to 250 and use a random number generator to select 54 of them using simple random sampling. We'll go ahead and do something similar for the staff. Okay, so once we've selected 54 of the students and 6 of the staff, these 60 people will form the sample that the head teacher was looking for. Okay, and lastly, suggest a problem that might arise with the sampling frame when selecting the staff and the students. Well, this is a school, and the sampling frame is just a list of people from which you can take a sample. I might select somebody who isn't actually present on that day. Okay, so a student may be absent on the day of selecting the sample, so the sampling frame will actually be inaccurate for that particular day, since the sampling unit was not available. The student could not take part in the survey. Apart from that, a student may have left the school, or a student may well have just joined the school that particular day. So the sampling frame wouldn't actually fully represent the population. Anything along those lines would be worth all of your marks.